What type of insurance do I need to sell food from home? Do you need insurance to sell food? Well, in this video for Marketing Food Online, we are going to dive into your subscriber questions. We had two great questions from two of our subscribers in regards to insurance and whether or not they actually even needed it. There's a lot of misinformation that's on the internet about selling food from home or even cottage food laws. So I wanted to clarify what you would need to really have, even though in some states they don't require it. It is very important for you financially to make sure that you have actually insurance for your food business. So we're going to dive into these two questions and we're going to get into those right now. All right, guys, so welcome back to Marketing Food Online. We are YouTube's premier food entrepreneur channel, bringing you all kinds of great tips and information on how to start a food business. If you're looking to start a food truck, you definitely want to subscribe to our channel and also check out our 3 new channels down below the video in the description section. We have dedicated channels for food truck entrepreneurs, cottage foods laws, and another channel dedicated to Marketing Food Online as well, which is Marketing Food Online 2. It's our second channel. We appreciate all of the support. And definitely, if this video was helpful, hit the subscribe button and the thumbs up because we will continue to answer you guys' questions in regards to what you need to do to start a food business. So these are 2 great questions and 2 extremely important questions. They're not super exciting or romantic to talk about. But yes, the question was, do you need insurance to sell food? Yes, you do, or you should for sure. Now, with that being said, this is going to be dependent upon where you're going to actually start your food business. Number one, a cottage food business is one that you start from home. If you're going to start a home-based food business, many states do allow you to start those types of businesses, but they even actually don't even require business licenses or LLCs or even inspections or even insurance, which in my opinion, I guess is okay to do, but you definitely need to have a layer of protection, guys, for your business from home. And here's why. Because if someone gets sick or has an allergic reaction, and it's because of your food product, cottage food laws do not just magically protect your personal property, your home, your house, your cars, and everything else. That's not how it works. These laws are set up to allow people to start businesses, but they don't include some measure of insurance or protection, if you will, when it comes to that. So having a food business insurance policy is something that you should definitely look into. And believe it or not, it's not very expensive. As a matter of fact, we'll have some additional resources down below in the description section to help you guys understand a little bit more about the insurance. Now, really quick disclaimer, of course, I'm not a insurance salesman, so I'm not here trying to sell you insurance. I'm trying to let you know that you definitely need to have some type of layer of protection. And I'm going to go through 4 specific types of insurances that would really apply to food businesses. Whether you're doing it from home or even a commercial kitchen, or even if you're renting a commercial kitchen from somebody else, you still need to have yourself protected, and you need to have a separate insurance policy. So what type of insurance do I need to sell food from home, Damien? So this is a great question, and we're going to get into the specifics of that right now. Number 1, general liability. So what is general liability for food businesses? So it is actually an insurance can prevent your company from having to pay for any bodily injury and property damage claims made by a third party. So it can also defend against claims involving finished products, finished food items, or anything of that sort that's related to edible food products that you can consume, like snacks and candies and things. That's what general liability protection will give you. Then you also have product liability insurance. You face the danger. That's the thing that people don't realize when they're making the food products, that you actually face the danger of making the client sick from your food, whether it's due to potential foodborne diseases, unlabeled allergens, incorrectly labeled products. Cottage foods obviously do have label requirements, and some of them are a little bit relaxed. But if someone has an allergic reaction, it doesn't matter. You're still going to be responsible. In these situations, product liability insurance can prevent you from having to pay out cash to if a consumer actually ends up getting ill or a result of your food. So product liability insurance is going to cover you in case something like that happens. And again, even if you're renting a commercial kitchen space, that doesn't make you immune from being liable. Now, when you go to a commercial kitchen to rent and you're producing a food product, or maybe you're catering or whatever it is that you're preparing there, the commercial kitchen will have their own insurance policies, and that is for the kitchen itself. That's in case you slip or fall or you use something wrong, and those liability insurances are there for them on your behalf. But you don't have insurance for your product unless you actually have your own LLC, you have your own business license, And then, of course, you have your own insurance policy. So that's something that's kind of confusing. A lot of people who start food businesses from scratch are unaware of. You need to have your own insurance for your own food business. Next up is damages to premises rented. This is, again, talking about in regards to renting a place. So if you rent a location for your food business, such as a commercial kitchen, and you engage in events, you'll need insurance to cover any potential damage. Furthermore, you actually have property owners and event organizers may need to add them to your policy. So if you actually are running a catering business, as an example, and you go to an event, many times that event, if it's like a banquet hall, if it's a corporate building of some kind, they're doing an event, they're going to say, hey, look, Damien, you need to add us to your insured policy. Now, it's actually, normally it's free to do that. You simply just add their name to the policy, but you need to have them on there for that specific event. Reason being is if there's any occurrence of something that comes up legally, that you will be the one responsible for anything as far as your business is concerned, okay? The actual banquet hall wouldn't be responsible for something because you prepared a food that made them sick. And normally that helps to protect everybody, okay? Now, next up, this is a relatively new type of liability insurance, but if you're starting to sell food online and you're selling a food product through, even your own website, for instance, there's a thing called cyber liability. So this is insurance that protects your business from the costs that arise from experiencing a cybersecurity breach, something you may not think about. But if you have a website and you're processing payments and orders, transactions, and you have personal information, and there's some type of breach on your website and people get access to, a lot of customers, obviously credit card numbers and names and addresses, that's a breach in cybersecurity. That means that your business, if it collects and stores information online or on a computer, a mobile device, that cyber liability insurance will help protect any of those occurrences that would actually pop up if someone were to breach their security wall and get that information. So a lot of e-commerce businesses, for instance, if you're selling food online, that's going to be something that would be highly recommended that you look into to get. And again, a lot of times these are not actual needed additional add-ons to insurance policies. But the more coverage you have in a lot of different scenarios, the better off your business will be. That's just kind of common sense. Next up is inland marine insurance. So this is actually the expense of repairing or replacing destroyed or stolen commercial equipment, like large mixers, large tables, commercial tables, even commercial ovens, anything that's a part of equipment for a commercial kitchen that gets stolen, that might be covered by an inland marine coverage policy, it's called. So these are the variety of different insurance policies that are available. And again, do your due diligence, look into it more, and find out specifically what you would need based upon the type of business you're operating, obviously. But I wanted to bring this to your attention because we had several of our subscribers ask, and I thought this would be great for everybody to understand that are subscribed to the channel, no matter the type of food product or food service or food business that you're in. Make sure, guys, that you're protecting yourself and you don't, lose your shirt in a sense by thinking that, hey, I started a commercial business from home. I started making a cottage food business from home. I'm making brownies and such. I'm be fine. I don't need insurance. You might want to think again because it doesn't make a difference what you're actually producing. If someone gets sick from it and you're liable or responsible for it, guess what? Without insurance or even an LLC or the proper licensing or permitting, you could get into some serious trouble. So I just want to give you guys a heads up. Definitely check out the additional information that we have down below the video just to give you some more resources. Our website has a ton of blogs and other additional free information. You can also, by the way, catch us on the go. We have our 3 podcasts up and running now. I'll have links down below as well for our podcast. You can listen to any of our episodes if you can't sit and watch our YouTube channel. But also keep in mind that if you have any questions in regards to product insurance for food businesses or food truck policy insurance and such, definitely drop us a line and we can try to create some resources to help you out and do anything that we can to get you guys going. And be sure to check out the other food channels that we have, as I mentioned in the introduction, which is the Food Truck Freaks, which is all dedicated to food truck entrepreneurship. Cottage Foods Laws, which is dedicated solely to starting home-based food businesses, giving you all kinds of state-specific resources, additional insurance information about that. Excuse me. And then any other questions that you've got, let us know, and we will get to it as soon as possible. I'll see you guys on our next video.